What's this? Secret messages. Signed by Mithridates. Theophilus is secretly corresponding with the king.
With these letters in hand, I could potentially forge a similar letter. That way we might be able to lure Mithridates away from his men. But we should discuss this under more private circumstances.
Turns out there was a snake in the basket. I only realized after it bit me.
How did you survive?
I don't know. Maybe the snake wasn't venomous.
Nonsense.
A Roman officer at my temple. I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Mysia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexios. Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Praetorians Mauro, was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away? Well, I say enough! With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Maro, and the people love me for it. Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken. So it seems. You are still here. For the life of me, get out of my sight.
It is unusual to see a Roman soldier here in these times. Are we not at war with Rome? Ah, yes, he did mention that, I think.
Why do you ask? Perhaps you've passed through my home region? But I should be very surprised if so. I hail from a small village in the mountains, a day's travel east of Adramyttion. I have a great deal of family there. Hello again.
Listen, there's a dull quality to our footsteps here. I think there is a chamber beneath our feet.
It seems our vandalism paid off. This chamber looks like it used to be open to the air. I wonder why it was sealed.
He won't. How long will you let him string you along like that? Strategos! Over here, please. I must speak to you. Thank you for stopping. You are the Strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus. I hope you'll forgive me for saying so, but your talks did not seem to go well. I'm glad. My name is Zenobia. I am the witch. I beseech you to help me exact my revenge upon Theophilus. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. Well, I find that word I do not. Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. Theophilus knows me, and he knows that I resent him. But many of the priests here dine with him. Perhaps one of them can be tricked or threatened to help you? He has such meetings occasionally, as any politician does. It might be possible to trick him somehow into thinking King Mithridates wants a meeting in secret.
We did find those secret letters, and I could potentially forge a similar one based on them. But we should discuss this under more private...
You cannot be seen to strike first. If the people turn against us, I will not be able to regain control. If you can provoke him to attack you, so you can be seen to kill him in self-defense, you might get away with it. We are not close. Perhaps someone here in this... Thank you, Legate. My husband was a loyal servant of Rome. He wasn't perfect, but he cared deeply for his people. He did not deserve to be cut open in the night like cattle.
A moment of your time, please. I have come to apologize for Bigres's behavior. My grandchild can be disrespectful and reckless. Please forgive him. I am Diodoras indeed. I have unfinished business with Cineros the Man-Crusher. I have never lost against him. If I ever do, I will surely accept defeat. It is not the winning that matters. I am an athlete. I want a fair
It is a reminder of my past life. A stain I can't clean up. I have an idea for how we can solve this conflict without death.
You can't know that.
I am physically superior to you, Diodoros. But what if we fight with our minds instead?
A mind fight?
Pancration is for young girls looking for a husband. We're both too old for that kind of spectacle.
True. So what do you propose, Man-Crusher?
Riddles. One shall pose 3 questions to the other. He who answers them all correctly will be the winner.
Since I'm the one challenging, I should ask the questions. It's only fair.
That's reasonable. I'm ready for your questions, Diodoras. Make them difficult, so you will be convinced of my victory in the end.
Consider this thing which is all about, but can never be seen. It can be captured, yet cannot be held.
It probably moves. What moves and cannot be held? The wind. That's the answer.
Correct. Your second question follows. Consider this thing. The more you have of it, the less you see.
You see less in more darkness. Then the answer is darkness. Very clever.
You are strong in mind, Cineros. I did not expect that. Your answer is correct. And now for your last question. Consider Alexandros Megas. When he conquered Gordion, how did he unravel the knot?
That's an odd riddle. There are a few ways you can solve knot riddles, but how can I know without actually witnessing the event? Let us eliminate the obvious wrong answer. That's no way to unravel a knot. He probably pushed it.
Wrong. Like you, he cheated. He cut that knot with his sword. Ironic that you would get that wrong.
I hope you feel I have granted you some manner of restitution.
I do. Your old debt is settled. You will not hear from me again.
Thank you for your help, Dominic. It's quite all right. It would have felt good to finally beat him fair and square, but I'm just glad to put this behind me at last.
You must be out on important business to be walking about. I liked him better when he was just a priest. Why has he sent our soldiers to besiege Kyzikos? I have family in that city. After the proprietor died, people say he was corrupt and elitist.
It's good to see you again. What do you seek?
A moment of your time, please. I have come to apologize for Bigres's behavior. My grandchild can be disrespectful and reckless. Please forgive him. It is embarrassing. The child is a good athlete, probably better than I ever was. He would have easily defeated any ordinary wrestler. But it seems the man-crusher does not keep ordinary company. That was not a fair fight, however. A demand to face... I have never... It is not the winning that...
It is a reminder of my past life. A stain I can't clean up. I have an idea for how we can solve this conflict without death.
You can't know that.
I am physically superior to you, Diodoras. But what if we fight...
A mind fight?
Pancration is for you.
True.
Riddles. One shall pose 3 questions to the other. He who answers them all correctly will be the winner.
Cowards.
I've been examining those letters. I am confident I could forge myth. It's certainly worth the attempt. In the worst-case scenario, he will see through the ruse and stay put. But if he does take the bait and come alone, we could apprehend him then, solving the matter with no bloodshed. That is an intriguing thought. You did cleverly avoid making any promises to Zenobia, I noticed. As a mere means to an end, forcing Theophilus to switch sides is just as good. I shall begin at once. It will not take long, I think.
Please, excuse me.
Legate, I need your advice. I'm a gladiator. You will tell me that I am a free citizen now and no longer a Servus. That much I know, and I am truly happy for it. I do have a goal in life, but I do not know...
That's what I've been telling him.
The ability of a gladiator is measured by his ability to survive. I have never seen a gladiator as old as Cineros. And he's still...
But, Bestia,
Different word, same thing. I am looking for someone. It stands to reason that she's free true now. But I know neither her name nor her look. I saw as she was worth... I want to learn whatever my McGeese... I shall learn whatever skill is necessary.
I do not know what I can teach, Bestia Tabat. But with...
Excellent.
Very well. I shall try to teach you to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Magister. It was to be expected. I am content, but a bit disappointed. It was easy and not interesting enough. But mostly because...
Salve. Salve, Domine.
Oh, Legate. Would you and your Praetorian guards spar with my contubernium? It would be an honor.
Not long. The Legion was assembled just for... How long has it been? I'm honored that you are...
What can I do for you? About the same. Except it's not something I'm good at. Really? I was just following direct... It's too big. Wasn't really my choice. Yulia, I don't want to be the center of attention. You don't get...
way.
Our way, Legate.
Legate, I am at...
Good to see you again. Any new— Oh, this is a clever ploy. I didn't expect this at all. Very good. Yes, I believe I can ensure this letter makes its way to him. You plan to kill him there? To be honest, I am relieved. Asking for Theophilus to be killed was not in my nature. It was an act of desperation. Removing him without violence is vastly preferable. Theophilus will get this letter from Mithridates. I trust you will take it from there.
You! What is going on here? I did not expect such low deception from a Roman. What do you want? Surely you have not lured me out here just to kill me.
You can keep your life, traitor, but nothing else beside it.
Curse you, woman! I should have known you were behind this all along. Do you not understand that everything I've done was to ensure the safety and prosperity of Musia?
My husband was not perfect, but he was a good man and a wise ruler.
Please, Roman, you have been manipulated. Maro was utterly indifferent to the needs or wishes of the people. He governed only to enrich himself and his closest friends. Mithridates was at our gates and Maro talked of resistance. We had no chance against Pontus, and Rome ignored our calls for aid.
We would have held against Pontus just as Kitsikos now does. My husband would have seen to it.
We are not Kitsikos. Thousands would have died for nothing, and the city would have burned. I can make this happen. By Apollon Alexios, with Rome fighting beside us, we will drive Pontus from our lands.
You can't! I demand justice for my husband! He's only saying these things because you have a knife to his throat. He'll turn on you just as he turned on us.
You are not the rightful ruler of Musia, Zenobia. No more than I was. What you've done here today will be visited upon you tenfold when the war is over.
If I can save Musia from the wrath of Rome and restore us to law and order, I will gladly accept any punishment for what I've had to do to achieve it. Please meet me back at the temple, Strategos. We have one more matter to deal with. What if I told you I could get you into King Mithridates' camp? Utterly unnoticed. Isn't that every commander's dream? A chance. I need your help to right a terrible wrong, but I really do. Theophilus made a terrible pact with Mithridates. Musia was promised rulership over Troas after the war. The agreement was made in writing. If Troas ever learns of this... Precisely. I know of a small group of Pontic scouts camped nearby. If you take them by surprise, you should be able to use their uniforms to disguise yourself. That way you and perhaps one of your most trusted people can sneak into Mithridates' main camp.
Not a bad plan, if I'm being honest. Bold.
But it would be kept either in the king's personal tent or with his scribe. And I have inherited the consequences of his decisions. Isn't it obvious? An up-close look at Mithridates' forces. A first-hand head count. You may even catch a glimpse of the king himself. Only stay your hand if you do so. An assassination attempt would be ill-advised in those surroundings.
Mithridates is known as an excellent general. He's the first of Rome's enemies in a long time to truly threaten the peace of...
Until you destroy that contract, I cannot risk withdrawing Musia from the siege of Kitsikos.
If Cassius is here, he picked a bad place to hide. In a village like this, everyone knows everyone else. Let's ask around, Legate.
It is just a word. You should not put too much weight on it.
Roman legionary. That means trouble.
Quite the commotion from your yard last night.
It was a fox disturbing the hens. Camilla chased it off.
Oh. Well, I have the best shrimps you will ever see it. Welcome back to the stall of... I can try. I am not from this village, so I couldn't say, but if he lives here, it's a small and insignificant village like so many others around here. Today, I support Rome wholeheartedly. Tomorrow, who knows? These are grand topics. I am too and safe. The women, of course. Nectarius over there is a strange question. Not a lot of places to hide in this village. I would simply hide at home. The houses here all look drawing a blank. Happens to all of us every now and then. Eat shrimp. It's good for your mind.
Wonderful pepper. Smart customers find the best of store. The fish sold by my fellows here tastes very good, but with my spices, they taste not sure. But I have seen a man walking around with a bunch of guards. I do not follow him home when he... Not often. What? Are you sure you do not wish to try my spices? Smart customer, every kind. Peppers mostly. I have cumin and sumac and bay leaf. Bay leaf adds a unique aroma to fish, but you should use it sparingly. In large quantities it is poisonous. Don't say I didn't warn you.
You never know when a modest dose of poison will come in handy.
That would be 400 denarii? And here is your spice. Do keep my warning in mind. Smart customers find the best. Are you sure?
Chips sold separately. Good day, Romans. What if it comes out of the water? Then you can buy it in my shop. Would you like to buy some fish? Of course. No fish can escape my sight. Are you rich enough to buy that amount of bait? I do not. No offense, but you are vastly outnumbered. Do try if you wish to be taught a painful lesson by all these fishermen. How about a big juicy tuna for the road?
Good day, good day. Come closer, don't be shy. You are Romans, if I'm not mistaken. I know you appreciate good... Oh, well then your tongue is well trained in telling good wine from bad, I'm sure. You will not be disappointed by my selection. My name is Callis. I am a vintner. That does ring a bell. Indeed, I believe I may have sold a few caskets from that vineyard in the past. Indeed. Unfortunately, I have none in stock anymore, but I'll make a note to buy more should the opportunity arise. I do have a very fine amphora of Sanguis Jovis, harvested in the year of Livius Drusus, if you're looking for something special.
Is it me? Because I would kill for a taste of that.
I thought you might know of it. Because you're a colleague of sorts, I'll sell it to you for a mere 2,000 denarii. Well, you clearly know what you're talking about. Very well. I accept your... I know of certain recipes. The raisin wine, for example. Or the one with honey. I have such ingredients in stock, if that's what you're looking for. It's not what I usually sell, but... I'm not going to pass up a good offer. Please do come back if you change your mind. I have some from a local beekeeper that I think would be very... Oh, he'll be pleased to hear I sold his honey for such an interest.
Do you know if that wine merchant down by the water sells vinegar? We've nothing left.
I'll ask her on my way out.
Salvete, can I help you? Depends. Who's asking? I'm sorry. This is not his house.
Yes? Yes? No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. No.
Soldiers! How did they get past Simos?
Illegal gambling. Marlon, this has nothing to do with Cassius at all.
It's a raid! Throw your weapons!
Wait! It's merely a misunderstanding.
foolish to attack us. But no matter. The spoils of war belong to us.
Cassius will not have been among these people. We must keep searching.
Keep your distance and state your business. Leave now, Roman. If you know what's good for you.